What's up, YouTube? 5Ds has arrived. We got all the new 5Ds characters.
There aren't many like me.
Yusei Fudo, one of my favorite protagonists. And with him, we got the new Synchro monsters. So, the best way I found to run Synchros, at the moment at least, would be to take a nice tier deck, like Vamps. And instead of running Cyber Style, I'm running Mark of the Dragon Head. So this adds 2 Junk Synchros into your deck, and gives you an extra Stardust Dragon. Now, I got a Stardust Dragon from the new main box. It's a UR. But you don't need it. You can just run the normal Junk Warrior setup. You get Junk Warrior. You get 1 for free with Yusei. But the second one, you have to buy from the structure deck. So, and Junk Berserker, you get him from farming Yusei. And in case you don't know how to farm Yusei, it's just Hazy Flame Sphinx and Beast Rising combo. It's really easy. Just Gravekeeper's Vassal. Normal farm strats. Not too bad to farm. There's a couple farm videos already. But anyway, the main idea of the deck is he sees the skill. He sees I'm running Mark of the Dragon Head. So he's expecting some Synchro memes. But then I start out and I go Vamps, and most people just don't see it coming. And they just get wrecked. So I already did my duels for this. I'm going to show you the replays now. But I had a lot of fun using the new Synchro summoning technique. It was a really good time recording these clips. But yeah, and then like people either they see the skill and they're like, oh, it's Synchros, or they see the Vamps and think, oh, it's Vamps. But then you take the Junk Synchro, and his effect is you can special summon level 2 or lower monsters from the graveyard, but their effects are negated. So you can use this to summon Retainer and Familiar, so the synergy is perfect. Alright, it's a Yusei. I'm going second, so he's just going to see the skill and think I'm playing Synchros. He's definitely not expecting Vamps. So he just passes. He's like, this guy's just running Synchros, nothing intimidating, and then I summon my Samurai Skull, Send Retainer, go Retainer. Pop Retainer's effect, add the Vampire's Domain to my hand, activate that, go in for my Grace, and I can just start a monster, and I see that he's running Furries, the starts his V. So I just go in, fit for attack, and as you can see, I got the Junk Synchro on my hand. I started with it. So next turn, I'm just gonna Synchro summon and just destroy him. And he surrendered. His for hires were not enough for my Vampire Synchros. Alright, the next duel, I'm going against a Yugioh. This Yugioh was pretty tricky. It was actually a pretty good duel. Because you duel against Yugioh, she doesn't really have any signature decks, so you don't really know what to expect unless it's Yugioh Phoenix, which I believe this is. So I'm going first. I don't get to see what she's running, but I did start with Junk Synchro again in my hand, which I love to see. So I just go set. He still doesn't know I'm running Vampires. He just thinks I'm running Synchros, which I got 6 in my extra deck. So. And he destroys my Familiar. He goes Fire King Yasha in the set. So I summon Synchro, use his effect to pull my Familiar from the graveyard. And then that's a misplay. Don't activate his effects because his effects are negated. But it doesn't matter. I Econ take, steal his monster, and I use it to Synchro summon Junk Berserker. So yeah, you can Econ take and then use their monster to Synchro summon. It's pretty nasty with Junk Synchro. And then now I'm just going in with my Junk Berserker and my Vampire monsters. And he's running the Yugioh Phoenix, so this definitely, most likely, is a Wall of D. If they're gonna keep, if they're gonna play Phoenix, they're probably not running Wall of D, so I just had Lethal. Easy OTK with Vampire Synchros. That Yugioh was salty. She was not expecting that. Now we're gonna go on to Bones. Bones? But yeah, like this I mean, it's vampires, so it can still OTK, but when you start synchro summoning, you know, the skill just makes it so easy to just put synchros in a deck. Especially vampires, like, and you can probably do it for hires too. Because they just special summon so much. Start with Junk Synchro again. But they just got so much special summoning. They're just so good for synchros. Because you have to use what's on your field. You can't, you know, use what's in your hand like Poly. So I go Vampire Kingdom. Summon my Retainer. And he's running Gustos. I like Gustos. They got some new support recently, so I guess this guy's just trying it out. He goes for the attack, but I got Econ, so I'm safe. And now, I summon my Grace. I'm just gonna start popping off his board. I'm not gonna summon my Synchro yet, because I do have to get rid of all this. All his monsters in back row. So I summon Familiar, activate effect. You know, I play my continuous spell, Vampire's Domain. And now, if he lets my attacks go through, I'm gonna do a bunch of damage and get a bunch of healing back. And he can't stop me. He's got the Econ. I'm fine with that. I really don't mind. We go set. And I still got the Junk Synchro in my hand. So before I do any of that, I pop Kingdom, destroys back row. It was Wall of D. I Synchro summon with my Junk Synchro, and I pull out my Junk Warrior. Nice. I didn't get to use Junk Warrior's effect, but basically when you have a level 2 monster on the field, he gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters you currently control. So, if you have a Familiar or Retainer, he gains their attack. But usually you use them to Synchro summons, so you may or may not get that opportunity. So now we're going up against Mokuba Kaiba. Now this Mokuba was in Legend 3 when I dueled him. So, you know it was extra spicy. He was running the new Blue Eyes tuners, which the Blue Eyes White Dragon tuner monsters. So he was definitely going for it, trying to get that Synchro Cobb. But I was just not having it. So yeah, I seen the extra deck. He's got some Synchro monsters. So I'm just gonna set up like a normal vampire player, send Retainer, set my Econ, and I'm gonna play my Kingdom. So he summons Protect You with Eyes of Blue, and he activates his Galaxy Cyclone. So I just pop my enemy controller because I haven't seen this deck yet. It just came out, so I wasn't sure what he was doing. But basically, Blue Eyes Protector has a Kaiba type effect where he just summons Blue Eyes White Dragon from his hand by tributing it. So he goes in, kills my Samurai Skull. I'm really not too bothered about it. So I use my Retainer, I send my Grace, activate Retainer effect. Now I'm gonna activate, first I'm gonna summon Grace, and I'm gonna try to take out his Blue Eyes White, my Kingdom effect. But this is just him adding a Blue Eyes to his hand, because when I made him discard a card, that's what it does. I send my Familiar, destroy his Blue Eyes White, and I activate Domain just for the lifesteal, just to get some health back, and I do, successfully. He uses Cyclone to take out my Domain, and then he takes out my Grace with his Treacherous. And the card he set was Kidmodo, so now he has a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I have no cards. I don't know why he didn't attack. Maybe one of his effects didn't let him. But basically I go in. I add Vampire Vamp to my hand because I'm all out of Grace, so I can't summon him. I can't summon another Grace, and I can't summon Vamp. So I'm kind of out of moves at this point. So I summon Gazoo. I send Retainer. I use Retainer. I send Vamp to the graveyard. Pull out my takeover.
I'm not scared. I end my turn.
But I really don't have any moves at this point. Like, I can't get over his blue eyes. So he goes in, destroys my Gazook.
I knew you'd be a tough one.
And it's not looking good for your boy. But I draw my Synchro monster, so you know it's time to rev it up. And it's time to Synchro summon.
Monster will prove it. Synchro summon.
Here we go. I pull out my Junk Warrior again. Junk Warrior is by far the easiest Synchro summon you can pull out in this deck. But using his effect in an actual duel is kind of hard. Alright, now he uses Majesty with Eyes of Blue. And he also chains it with Priestess of Eyes of Blue. So basically he just got rid of his blue eyes to summon the priestess, but my kingdom effect went off even though I don't have a vampire, and I got to destroy a card, and I just destroyed the priestess. And now he's out of moves, ends his turn.
I activate my monster's effect.
And I got lethal, but I'm just going in with the Synchro monsters because it's time to summon the Stardust Dragon.
Let's rev it up.
Let's rev it up. Get it. I'm gonna look the animation play for this one because this was the first time I saw it. So I was hyped when I beat this guy with Stardust Dragon. It was very very anime, this duel. Awesome. He looks great, by the way. His whole animation, everything. He didn't let me go for lethal. He surrendered. So I never got to use Stardust Dragon's effect, but he is summonable. You know, it does work. Alright, I got one more duel left for you guys. This is against Jessie Anderson. And I believe that this Jessie Anderson was running the Fur Hire Tie-That Binds. So this is a good matchup for my my new Vampire Synchro deck. Mark of the Dragon Head. They always know I'm running Synchro, so they really shouldn't be surprised. They may not know I'm running Vampires, but it's still spicy. I summon Samurai Skull, send Retainer, set, and he set his heat. He ends up having a recon into Dampa, so I guess he was saving that combo. But I'm really not too affected by it, because if he destroys my Samurai Skull, I get to summon another monster. And, you know, both of these are activatable, so it really wasn't a big deal. This whole combo he was trying to do here. So he uses Dampa effect, tries to destroy my Samurai Skull, summons Wiz, negates my takeover. I'm fine with this. Like, yes, he used Tie-That Binds to destroy my Gazuki that I'm going to summon from the Samurai Skull effect, but after that he really doesn't have too many plays. And now I can use my Gazuki effect to banish my Samurai Skull from my graveyard and summon my Grace or my Vamp. So I go for the Grace, and he ends his turn. Pop Retainer, send my Vamp, and I'm going to pull out a Vampire Kingdom. I activate my Vampire Kingdom, pop my Grace, activate Vampire Kingdom, send another Retainer. I went for the Recon because he was in defense position, and I could already take out the monsters he had on the field. So I just go for another Junk Warrior. And I just clear his board. Now he's in a top deck situation, and it's just not looking good for him. He was not expecting all of that, and he surrendered. And that's all the duels I have so far with my Synchro deck. But as you can see, I tried building a deck with it, with the original Synchros, with the just like the Junk structure deck. It looks a little like this. I'm just gonna show real quick because I tried doing PvP duels with this, but it was not working out in Legend. Like, Legend was just way too strong for it. It looks something like this though, just using staple cards and some tuners. The new spell that lets you special summon a level 4 or lower normal monster from the deck if you control no monsters. That's great for summoning this tuner, because he's a normal monster even though he's a tuner, so that's a nice combo if you had like 3 of these. But other than that, it's really you really can't do much with this. You gotta like take a tier deck and put Synchros in it or run the Synchro skill. So yeah, that's my first Duel Links video. Hope you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. Thank you.